Hi guys, welcome to Podtel Podcast. As you can see, today we have some changes. It's a ladies edition. Yeah, men ni kama walikata kidogo kukuja huku, but we are good to go. So to start us off, we are going to introduce ourselves from my left.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Ivy, with the co-hosts.
I am Debbie, in and out co-host.
And to wrap it up, my name is Michelle Orina, and our topic today is sex education. Yeah, you see us, you see juicy stuff. Welcome and ride with us. So today we are going to do it in a different manner. We are going to pick questions from here. We have some questions here, and believe you me, kweli ni hatujui hizi maswali. Yeah, so we are going to be answering the questions as we go on with the discussion. We are going to start from my right. Yeah, we pick the questions as we move. You read it out.
Okay, to start it off, we have a question here. What are the common myths or misconceptions about sex and sexual health that you encounter, and how do you address them? Okay, let's assist us.
Well, a myth about
Sex and
Sex and sexual
Reproductive
health.
yeah. One myth ni kama like you just assume like you can't get pregnant if one pulls out.
Yeah, that's a major myth actually, because you find kuna kwaga na hii notion mi yangu ni pull and pray. Alafu unakanyagia and mind you, you're not on contraceptives, you don't know how to go about with it. Alafu unasema alimwaga nje. Sorry. Alimwaga nje. Then you assume that you're not going to get pregnant. Now, one thing that people forget is whenever a man is aroused, there's some content of sperm. It only takes one sperm to make a woman pregnant. So they tend to forget that part. Alafu during that act, after I may pull out, you're just like, there's no sperm that got into you. But now pre-ejaculation, that happens. You can get pregnant through that. Any other myth? I think there's also this myth about real life sex is like pornography. Now, people get into this assuming that you have to do what you saw in the internet. Those people are just actors. Paid. Ako tu hapo kwa kamera anafanya chenye director anamwambia afanye. Na wewe hapo you're directing your own movie. Don't confuse. That's a myth. Actually, in real life, trust me, you won't be breaking your legs. You're just doing, sarakasi.
na hiyo ndio reason watu wengi wanakuanga so much disappointed. Unaenda hapo na expectations very high. Kitoka brother, uko zile za hiyo kitu watu wanasemanga kweli? Hapana. Hisi yenye nilikuwa na expect. Uko hapa
2 seconds.
Two honest seconds hiyo huku una expect hiyo na azinaita kubamba
uko hapo unajichosha. This is not the gym. Ukitaka 20 minutes enda gym tafadhali. Your first shot.
Point first of view hatutetei watu wa 2 seconds.
First shot unataka 20 minutes. Where's that time? Where is the time? Tell me, where is the time? Do you have that time?
Hiyo story ya time. Ukisema 20 minutes na unajua the man, obviously ita depend na niseme aje. Hiyo acha niseme force ama friction oh god. So itakuwa hivi, mtu anaenda sema 20 seconds, acha nianze watu wa 2 seconds. Ita depend na the man. Sasa tuseme the man alikuwa amekaa so long without having sex, so the moment tu imeamka ni hivyo, so haezi enda 20 minutes. Hiyo nayo it's very yeah. Lakini mtu wa 20 minutes hapo sasa watu atuelewangi
Viagra.
Yeah.
Then alafu unajua one thing about what people mistake, it's also scientifically proven. Like good sex kwacha niongelee kwanza first shot, hizo za pili mtajipanga, na tatu ukiamua uende hadi 10 but 7 minutes roughly or 5 you know, just take a short time, usianze kujisumbua akili. Alafu pia you from work, if you're working ama umekuwa tu na hectic day, alafu kwa 20 minutes even that man is getting tired. No. Any other myth that you can mention? Okay, I think another myth, if you have any. The other is another myth that people have a lot is that you can see when one has an STI or HIV. Mtu ako like, wow, that man is fine. No, that man is fine. Haezi kuwa na HIV. He can't be having STIs.
Kitakuramba.
Alafu mnafanya sex kwa giza.
But it's so weird. Sasa tutafungua mgeke uanze kuchunguza.
Yeah.
Ulionea wapi? Tell me. Ulionea wapi? Uko hapo Ati hata kwanza hata haezi kuwa na STI, I'm safe. You're safe for who?
He looks healthy.
Yeah, ana look healthy wapi? Uliiga kwa mwili yake ukaona. And most people assume that whenever a man, kwanza kuna this men you meet, they are very clean. Guy, they are very clean. Alafu uko tu pale, au yule hata haezi kuwa na ugonjwa.
Naona vile
Bro, also women. Men are like, this woman is very clean. She can't be having an STI or HIV. She's just safe. My people,
it's bad.
Take care of yourselves, man. So that's a myth, actually.
They look more healthier.
Wanna meta tu. Wanna shine. Any other myth that you can mention about sex?
They say sex is for
The myth. Sex involve two people, two bodies.
Yeah.
So hakuna venye mtu mmoja wao anafaa kubenefit, pia the other partner anafaa kufeel something, come out, anatoka hapo akisikia, sasa niseme kusikia vizuri. So hiyo myth ya sex it's only to please a man, it's not as in it's ni uongo. And hiyo kitu imeleta issue in that unapata dem anasema mtu alinitumia. Alikutumia kwani alikufunga hivi mkono akakulazimisha? Ulikuwa hapo pia na take part, enjoy. Yeah. So haifai kabisa. It's a myth hiyo.
Yeah, another myth that I think we have to talk about is the fact that people think or believe the man ayuko responsible or afai kufikiria about contraception. Have you ever had that? Yeah, like ati contraceptions and contraceptives are used to men.
No,
men are not ati aiwahusu, yani hawana stress about it.
Yeah, ikwangi
Like
all
it's
about
a female thing.
Ati the female is the one who is supposed to be
to be taking
anajishughulikia, yani whenever ana indulge in the act of sex, yeye ndio anafaa kujichunga. But it takes, as she said, it takes two bodies. So also men should be cautious about that. Mnafaa kujua your woman ako aje, or your women kama uko na mabibi wawili, ujue on what contraceptives ako, time zenye anafaa kuko on them, the effects
zake ndo msupport in case anything ifanyike.
Avoid pia unwanted pregnancies.
So I have another myth. There is a myth like men do know when they get a woman pregnant. Or a woman can know when she is pregnant. Mostly immediately when you have finished having sex. Something like that. I think it's not true.
I had.
Does that happen?
I had. It's they know.
Yeah, they know.
Hiyo ni uongo.
There's something like that.
Ati you know. It's a very big lie. Hakuna ati
That a man can know.
Anaweza jua kama amepeana.
Oh, that reminds me, I had someone tell me that you can tell when a lady is a virgin or not a virgin through their walking style. Yo! Sasa ukitembea tu pale hivi unaona huyo msichana.
hiyo ni uongo.
Msichana ni kwa virgin.
Eh.
Kwa tu sawa. I know. Ungekuwa una judge everyone through at walking style.
style ama outside.
You'll be out here sitting at some corner.
Pregnant hata.
You're seated there waiting to see, You're waiting to see
A
which woman is a
virgin.
virgin and not. Then, you really have time. Wow. I know. Another myth is everyone is involved in sex or everyone is taking part in sex. That's a myth.
Yeah. Not
There are people
everyone.
out here who are not indulging themselves in
Till
sexual
marriage,
activity.
heaven is the goal.
Yeah.
Or never.
Yeah, or there are some people who like
practicing
Celibacy
They just-
journey, yeah.
they just
Now
abstain.
was celibacy.
Wewe na madhambi zako.
Ni yako, si
Ni
kila
yako.
mtu. Kuna watu kunji are very serious na hiyo ina come out from wazazi. Kuna wale watu walelewa wakiambiwa hiyo kitu kwanza wakwe wadogo. Wanaambiwa usikuwe involved hadi marriage. Na watu wako. It's not ati juu amefika 18 and above obviously si virgin or something.
Yeah.
Hata men, though men wanakuanga ashamed to come out as virgins.
Yeah.
Msifeel ashamed, it's you. Huyo ni wewe, be proud of you. Unajua yenye unafanya. The other part nuku wewe unajua anapitia nini juu yesi virgins katai, si ndio? Pia wewe men hiyo inakuanga shida yenu, mnaogopa kukama out ati nini virgins. Hiyo si washtue, you be you.
Na
Watu
isiwape
wengine huku
pressure.
nje isiwape pressure ati
pressure.
lose virginity juu ya mtu mwingine.
juu watu wanafanya sex.
Juu watu wanafanya no.
Pia
Wewe enda na
wewe.
pace yako.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a myth and I stand corrected. I really stand corrected. Yeah,
It's coming
I really
heavy.
stand corrected. I really stand corrected. Size matters.
Yeah.
Size matters.
I
Yeah.
have nothing to say.
Yeah, I feel most of the people out here are confined in a mentality that was started, I don't know by who. Then mkaambiwa
Cucumber.
lazima, the size matters. The bigger,
It does not matter.
the better.
No.
Is that true?
Ni
though?
skills, but then skills
No,
ina matter,
it's not
you know.
true. I don't think it's true because I think let me say it openly. Now you
Raw and
Just be
filtered.
open.
you can
It's
find
a
the
safe
small one, but with
Skills. Ako na skills.
like he knows where to go, like something like that, and you can find the bigger one.
Ajui
And
yenye
he doesn't
anafanya.
know what he's doing.
Hii kitu
Zero
ina-
performance.
hii kitu ina work.
Yeah.
Hii kitu ina work kama akili. Si unajua mtu ako na mwili na akili, si ndio? Utapata mwili ni ndogo but ako very sharp. So ni the same. Anaweza kuwa ako na mwili kubwa, ako na a big size lakini hana skills.
Yeah.
Ajui kuoperate nayo. Na na ni kitu mbaya sana. Ati ni kubwa. No, my friend.
No. Do not brag about it. There are
Don't.
people who have small ones who know where to go.
So it's a
Na si
myth.
kila mtu pia anapenda kubwa. Hiyo ni
Yeah,
kingine.
yeah.
No, kuna watu yes.
So it's practically a myth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unabadilika kila siku.
So yeah, because I've had, people are like, no, my guy or the man I met, the man said he's not performing. Then you're like, okay, how is he not performing?
And guys are
Alafu anaanza kukwambia the size. Then I'm just confused because it's like you're it's like mnakashifu wao wengine. They're also
There are people who match their
there are people who enjoy that.
Yes.
Don't confuse.
Alafu kitu kingine kuhusu size ni size ya mwili ya msichana. Si unajua kuna petite.
Yeah.
Sasa hiyo ni another thing. Nasikia watu wanasema msichana thick, she's more juicy. Zizi. Pia madem tuko na skills. No, pia wasichana tuko na skills. Utapata ni mkubwa but hajui shirt.
Yeah.
Pata huu mwili ndogo. Utatoa testimony.
Kama hii.
Mwili ndogo utatoa testimony. So it's all about skills. Aya, kitu ingine tena ni tribes. Unasikianga Waluya, Wakisii.
Yeah. What is it?
Waluya wa Kisii unasikia wanajua hiyo, wanajua kucheza hii game. Sijui is a myth, tuseme largely a larger percent. No, it's not personal to general hapa.
Another myth that I think it also affects a lot of people is that the female orgasm should be earth-shattering. What do I mean by that? Women get into this and they expect to the intensity ukotuza There are people who experience orgasm, female to be precise. There are people who experience orgasm and they are not going to be all that dramatic and showing you how they have felt it.
Majority do shake.
Majority shake, yes, and sometimes you can also see through their thighs or their legs. Yes, aku shake hapo ati yako alafu, but you can see it from here.
No, it happens just.
Okay. Yeah, it just happens.
Hata wewe mwenyewe ujuange ati.
If you pretend you do like this. But that inawanga.
But then you get into it and you expect to be. Alafu unaanza kusema.
Yeah, shaking with
Most of the female most of the females sometimes they even themselves they don't realize that they have orgasm. Now that is one thing that female have to understand from here. Unaweza kuwa orgasm but you're not going to be all that. You're getting it.
It's not like all the time.
It's not like all the time. Yes, specific time.
Like, it's not like every time you orgasm, you're
don't get into it and start blaming your man that you didn't do a good job, but he saw that you already seriously. Mwache kufanya. Let's move on to another question. I think we can wrap that up.
Our second question is ways to foster open and healthy communication about sex. Ways to foster open and healthy communication about sex.
How can we foster healthy communication?
According to me, you can talk it out with your
man.
Okay, first is education. So there are different age groups, like the children, the youth, the adults. So, like the children, and sex education is not all about sex. You can talk about the reproductive health, consent. There is the physical effect. So you can, like, for the children, you can teach them like in their schools. Kuna hizi ma subjects zenye wanafunzwa jinsi ya reproduction, hata jinsi ya kuoga vizuri. So I think they can learn from there.
Your sex health education, I can say wenye sisi African parents hawako wanatukalisha chini, wanatuongelesha about these things. Na ndio maana tuna end up at a very small age people wanapata early pregnancies. So kama wewe ni mzazi mdogo as a young parent, ni poa kalisha mtoto chini, mwambie hivi tujui kitu iko. Sasa itaisha na sisi. Iko na itaendelea. So ni afadhali umkalishe chini, umwambie, umuongelesha about these things ndio akae akijua. Asiende huko nje I learn from mistakes.
Thirdly, I think especially in churches. In churches we usually avoid the sex education topic. I think it should be introduced, and especially in churches, like we have all
for parents, sometimes inaweza kuwa ngumu eti sasa you go wanze ongeleshe mtoto wako about the sex thing. So you can unaweza wapeleka mahali kuna hizi talks. And unaweza wapeleka mahali kuna hizi talks. And the children will tend to listen to the experts talk about sex education more than the parents. Or maybe the parents is shy. Those people, the experts will just peupe, black and white, kila kitu.
Alafu pia boy child ndo at least dem anaweza ambiwa. But tunapata madhara tenambia it's ngumu sana. Yeah. Dem anaweza ambiwa.
I want to say this. I think the much I know about, let's say, circumcision, I think in the old age, when men were being circumcised, I think they were being taught about sex and like they were educated about sex. But nowadays people go to the hospitals, and when you go to the hospitals, I don't think they get educated about sex and whenever at what age do you start having sex. So they are not nowadays they are not educated, so it's upon us, the society, to teach our children and the people around us who don't know much about sex.
Yep. But I also believe right now every education comes from every aspect, both religion, our culture, our parents, our teachers, and also our peer groups. Now most of the time, for us to have the healthy communication about sex, it all begins with where you were born, how your parents treat it, then you move out, go to your teachers, outside there you meet your peers. What do you talk about with your peers? Whatever you speak with your peers is where the healthy part will begin. Because most of the people who engage in sexual activities nowadays, the peers are the ones who have initiated everything. Au wengine wote hawana clue.
Ndo maana unapata mtu anamalizanga form 4 ako very innocent. The moment tu anapata a larger ama anatoka hiyo environment alikuwa anaenda to another environment, hiyo ndo mambo inachemkia hapo.
The peers are there telling them, this is
how it's
going.
In a positive way. Wako tu hii kitu hawasemi the other side of it.
And also advocacy and all these meetings that people have about sexual reproductive health, I believe a lot of people should be championing for them. Like it teaches a lot, it gives a healthier mind, because you find people have different aspects, but when you get there and learn from the experts, learn from the people like who have been in that field for a long time, you get to understand more. And for real, utatoka hapo, you have ideas, you know where, you know how to go about with everything. So I think that's how we can foster healthy communication through people like those, even your teachers. Sometimes it's good to talk to a teacher, especially to kids. You can talk to a teacher because the moment someone hits adolescence,
hizo changes zina
vitu mingi zina happen. You can talk to your teachers. If you feel it's too much and you have the money, you can go for counseling. They're sexual experts who counsel people, right? So you can do that if you feel it's too much, it's overwhelming. It's a way also of communicating, and you can pass the information you have there to someone else mwenye hawezi lipa therapy.
Another thing ni na feel wanafaa introduce hii kama subject kwa shule. Tuanzie juu si tulianza kufunzwa reproductive system tukiwa class 6. Ianzie tu hapo pole ikuje kama subject hadi ifike high school. The moment mtu anamaliza anajua ni nini, anajua effects zake, asikuje kujulia huku nje. Wanafaa waeke kwa system kabisa.
I also think like the sex education part, like I think learning about sex begins when you are still young. Like you see, when children are born, they don't have clues about the world, about their bodies, about anything. So as they grow, maybe from 2-3 years, you should start talking to her or him. Like if you have a son or a daughter, you tell her, you are a girl, you are a boy, you associate with girls, these are girls, these are boys, you see, these are your body parts, something like that. I think with the time, when you continue like that, you'll educate your child about sex.
Na unampointia, unamwambia.
Na unamwambia mtu asiguze, akiguza ambia mama. Hivyo.
You find like say in Kenya right now, a lot of people who have HIV and AIDS are young people. So unaweza pata like mtoto mdogo ameenda ku experiment na maybe the other kid was born with it. So they don't know.
I think we can go to another question as we move. What are the key components of healthy relationship and sexual intimacy?
First of all, a healthy relationship, this is about partners. You must agree on your sexual. You must agree on what to do and what not to do. Usikwe na mtu anataka hii, wewe utaki hii, like if you want to use contraceptives, you have to agree. Basically, it's just you agree
Communication,
and communication in general.
Any point? So for me, I think in any healthy relationship and sexual intimacy, the key component, hata before hata muendelee na vitu zingine zote, you have to communicate about your desires, what you want, what you
Your expectations.
Yes. Tell your partner how you want to feel in that relationship. Tell your partner what you're ready for and what you're not ready for. Hapo kwa ready for sasa, hapo ndio sasa kuna point. What you're ready for, yeye anaweza kuwa anataka mtoto and you don't want a kid. Tell your person, hey, true, hapa na haiwezi.
Usikate unataka lakini
Sijakataa kukupea mtoto naweza, but not now. Speak it out openly. Muambie ukweli kabisa yenyewe, hey, it's not the right time. And what you're looking forward to. Let him know ni nini, like this is the first time when tumeanza relationship, tuna move. Maybe unataka you take part into sexual intimacy at around the 3rd month. Upper the first 2 months you're not ready for it. Usiharakishe. Because if you go into it and you're not ready for it,
a waste of
kitakuramba. But anyway, it will really hurt you and you'll be there traumatized, utakuwa tu unaumia for no reason. So communicate about your desires. Hapa kwa desires, sema ni nini unataka. Hapa ndo sasa unaweza sema hata hizo fantasy zako, lakini useme za ujinga.
Zile reasonable, sio za movie,
vile nimesema, usiseme vitu za sijui nini. Sema kitu yenye unaona for real, it's at the start of your relationship. This is how you can go about with it. This is where you want to move. A step at a time. This is how I want you to move in this relationship. At this particular point is where I want us to introduce this. At this point is where I want us to introduce this. Pole. Usianze tu ati just because you're in a relationship, it's not a guarantee.
No.
Ati lazima you have sex the first day on your date. Iliandikwa wapi?
Unwritten.
Kitu kingine about communication in a healthy relationship. Unajua sexual drives za watu ni different. Kuna mtu anataka kila saa, kuna mtu once a week. Sasa ujui utaangukia nani, si ndio? Sema you've met this guy. Yeye anataka kila saa. Wewe hapo you're very okay with once in a week. So
na pia
kuna watil marriage. So mnafaa muongee.
Kuna watil marriage bado.
Mnafaa muongee, mkae chini muelewane. Wewe unataka kila saa, mimi nataka usiniharakishe. Mu reach an agreement. At the end of the day, ukinyamazia yako, huyu anyamazia yake, huyu ataona mimi nakunyima. Wewe na unataka kila saa, mimi siezani.
I think another one. I think I think you should prioritize like your mental health. I think relationship you are okay alone. So as you enter the relationship, make sure you are okay
together.
Make sure you are okay in that relationship, in that situationship. Make sure you are okay in there, so that it doesn't tamper with your mental health.
So that don't compromise things
Yeah.
to be in that relationship.
So that you might make the person happy.
Happy.
Yeah, there's nothing like that. Be happy from your own self.
Ukikaa ukuwe sure, ukikaa single ukuwe na mtu you are happy, uko sawa tu. Si lazima akuwe, si lazima yani anaweza kuwa, anaweza kosa, uko tu sawa.
Of course kuna benefits akikuwa, lakini isikufanye una compromise everything yenye like tuseme nini vitu zenye wewe unapenda kufanya, like tuseme kama unapenda kupika chipo on Friday, anakuja anakuambia chipo azipiki kwa nyumba yangu na una compromise. There's nothing like that.
It's just food.
Yeah.
It's just food. It's just one.
No, if it's affecting you.
It's just this one time. One time, no.
It will be just one time. Another day it will be another one time, and then it will be a habit.
Also, communication. There are some men who are polygamous, and you are not polygamous. And there's some ladies who
No, men are polygamous in nature.
Lakini no.
Men are polygamous in nature.
No, it's a habit.
I know, yeah.
Sikatai ni nature. Sikatai hata kwa Biblia alikuwa na mabibi wengi. Lakini
you have to agree.
Basi mbona watu hiyo kitu ati men are Christians or fight
like monogamous or something.
Tukubali pia, ndio tukae na amani wote.
No, but my point was like you should communicate. Kama yeye anapenda watu wengi and you're okay with it, fine.
There's no woman atakuwa okay ati
and there's no
unless the benefit wana benefit.
There's no man who will be okay with you having several men.
So mbona yeye akuwe na hata issue si kuwa na these people ni sex, kuindulge with them sexually. Utapata ule mtu mwingine akona hii anakuletea na ni kitu huwezi control.
And there's a myth, I don't know, the misconception about sexual ties.
Soul ties.
Soul ties.
It's true, and we are going to discuss about that. Yes. Anyway, another thing I wanted tips in sexual intimacy when she mentioned about mental health. Don't be a therapist where you're not supposed to be a therapist.
It's true.
And also do not pay for a therapist where you're not supposed to.
Yes. Things that you cannot change, and there are things that you can change. Now, don't push so hard trying to change stuff, and it's not possible. Don't force it. Achana nayo. Kuna mwenye ametengenezewa ni huyo. Wewe enda kwa wako.
Na atampenda hivyo.
Usiforce. Usijaribu. Yeah, because sometimes you find that you get into that relationship already, you had seen it's not good for you, but you're like, let me just give it a try. Now you'll give it a try, try, and die trying.
It's not working.
Yes, you'll drain yourself. You're there really trying so hard to make a difference, to make changes, and it's not working at all. So, of course, kama mtu alikuwa anapitia shida just because someone died, that is easy. Atasahau or something. Like, not really forget, but move on. But now there are things ata hold to, it's a character in him or her. Don't try. Usianze kusema ati now, that's my woman, I love her, I'm going to change her. Who told you?
Who told you?
So don't force it. It's some things, just leave it for the therapist and the person themselves. They know how to suit themselves. Usi sai, kwanza kwa uko Kenya, if you're in Kenya, don't try. Economy will slap you, life will slap you, everything will slap you.
You have slapped.
Don't try.
I have another thing about the healthy relationship. I think there are women who have gone through like troubles. Unapata mtu amepitia shit mingi, alafu she finds a man anamtolerate for some time, alafu the man begins to be violent after some time. So the lady amezoea violence, na sasa mpatana na violence, anashindwa aende wapi. Nakwambia mama, toka. Enda, toka.
Violence in love language.
Hakuna violence at love language.
Atitoka ulikuwa toxic.
Enda jitete. Ndio utasurvive.
Some important aspects of sexual health people should be aware of.
So basically we are talking about the sexual reproductive health.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what aspects do they need, do people need to know and be cautious of? I think first is the issue on STIs. Okay, me I will emphasize. Nowadays people are scared of pregnancy more than diseases. HIV watu wameitupilia mbali, inakaa ni kama it's just
It's
a normal thing. It's not easy being on tabs your whole life. It's not easy. So STIs, gonorrhea, syphilis, all those STIs that you can mention, there are a number of them. You have to be cautious about them. Get checked once in a while. In a year, make sure to umeenda hosi twice or thrice to get checked and know if you're healthy, if your vagina is okay, if your penis is okay. Go checked. You know, sometimes men feel like they're always okay with everything. They're just okay,
How?
but they're not.
Hizo cancer screening.
Yeah.
Kuna hizo pia cancer screening za madem, za cervical, maboy pia. Si kuna cancer zinashika ya
Inaitwa
public places.
Prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer.
Yeah, you can
go,
get
go
tested.
get tested. Si dhambi, usiogope. Men mnaogopa vitu mingi sana. As in, kwenda tu si hiyo uoga, as in, utameza madawa peke yako at the end of the day, so inafaa uende ukwe checked.
Then also an issue with HIV and cervical cancer, as you've mentioned. People are giving it they're not even doing it. Watu wako like, mi niko sawa, I'm healthy, I'm feeling okay. You don't know what's going on in there. No. As long as you're sexually active, as a woman, go get checked. It's good. It's safe for you, and it's also safe for your man or your sexual partner, whoever that will be. So make sure you get checked. Alafu pia once in a while, before, if you want to change your partner, make sure you get tested for HIV.
Yeah.
Just
HIV
get
is real,
tested.
by the way.
Najua these diseases
People
zina
are
react differently na mwili ya watu. Utapata this person alizaliwa nayo but ako very much okay, huwezi jua. But mtu mwingine itamshika in a span of 3 months ashaanza ku. So huwa ina vary na mwili. Ndio maana ufai tu kupima na macho. Pima, enda usi ama you buy the kits. Kuna hizi zinauzwa kwa chemist. Yeah,
Na usiogope
self-testing.
kuambia mtu wako mwende testing.
Yeah.
Unajua unaweza
Mwende.
ambia mtu muende testing, anakwambia mbona unaenda kupimwa? Kwani unitrust?
Unanishuku.
Sikutrust.
Heavy.
Imenikumbusha ile meme ya boys amesimama alafu dem yake anamwambia baby kuna kitu nataka kukuambia. Look, I think ilikuwa ina involve pregnancy na HIV. So the boy ameshtuka zile zawa, I really hope sio mimba.
So ni HIV.
Ni nini nyingine?
What are you not telling me? What are you not mentioning? Ni nini uniambii?
So kwa zile za sio mimba
Get
but
tested.
Yeah.
And kama unaona hutaki kwenda hospitali,
Kuna hiyo self testing.
enda fanya self testing, nunua hapo tu kwa chemist.
Yeah.
Kwa pharmacy, wherever, just buy them. Go use it with your partner. Just tell your partner, I want us to test. Akikataa pia sasa,
It's a red flag.
Red flag, baby.
Walk
A
away.
walking one.
but it might not be a red flag. Labda anaogopa. Unaona?
Yeah, kuna
Make him understand. Make him or her, because also ladies kuna ladies wenye
Yeah,
they don't
wanaogopa.
take testing as lightly as we think. Make sure you bring that person close. Make him or her understand that the importance of this testing.
Yeah.
Ajue it's for the safety of both of you,
of you,
or
yeah, and
someone
your future.
else that you're going to indulge in sexual activity with, mwenye si yeye. You know, so just be cautious, be safe. Also use contraceptives.
Yeah. Tuseme hata contraceptives
Condoms.
juu condoms, tuseme to emphasize on condoms juu
Condoms, yeah.
contraceptives huwa hai prevent hiyo disease kukupata. Tumia condom. Condom ni a very safer way. Hizi zingine ina prevent tu mimba. Nilisema ina prevent pia nini?
Yeah,
Hizi zingine
just-
ni za mimba tu
yeah.
ya wasichana ya.
About sexual health and hygiene, I think I'd like to speak about how you wash your private parts. So this one I'm going to hit on men because I know like most ladies know how to shower and how to wash.
But
their,
some, okay.
Not all.
not all of them,
Most.
most of them. So men, ibaridi. Tafadhali ogeni. When you have like multiple sexual partners,
Na
na huogi
And shave.
and you don't shave,
hata hiyo
you're like carrying it to the next person and transferring it everywhere.
Hata si
Aki, please
kukuwa
just
na-
wash it clean. Clean.
hata si kuwa na multiple sexual partners, unaweza kuwa uogi. Unajua pia hiyo bacteria itakaa hadi form virus na itakusumbua at the end of the
Now
day.
utaitransfer to your sexual partner.
Ikishinda sana panguza basi.
And also to the female. To the females when you wajui, when you wash like you don't like wash with soap.
Yeah.
Ama
And also you
detergents.
don't like do this.
Just rub. Usioshe ni kama unaosha sufuria.
Yeah, you're not scrubbing your vagina.
But I
Make sure you
Just wash it gently because it's very sensitive.
cucumber water.
No, hizo ziko.
But then just
wash
use
it
fresh water.
yeah, fresh water.
Na isikue
Cold
madanganya.
water.
Yeah, cold.
Specific.
Unajua maji
Cold
moto
water.
huko pia ndani ni
cold?
Yeah,
cold water.
cold water.
Maji moto huwa ina
Mafuta ya
Expand.
expand, yeah. Huko pia ni muscles.
Yeah.
Expand. So maji warm, chuchumaa chini, osha bila detergent.
Yeah, leave. Achana na hata
So,
menengai.
ni,
Hatutaki menengai bure.
So,
Menengai is a
place-
washing bar. Fulia nguo.
Fulia.
So alafu kitu ingine tulifunzwa mahali hii kidole unaingiza ndani unaosha. Yeah. Kwani ukiosha juu peke
Especially
yake,
after having sex.
Yeah.
yes. Kwangi hiyo
Crotch.
kazi peke yake.
Yeah, just crotch, then wash
Kwangi hiyo
yourself.
kazi, yeah. Ingiza kidole, osha. Yeah.
Once in a while.
Once in a while, not every time ati uko tu, especially after you've had sex, please just clean yourself. Alafu, one thing again, I will talk about the cleanliness here. Men, most of you love being given oral sex. Tafadhali,
Yeah.
please be clean as they have insisted.
Aye.
Alafu pia, you know, when you sweat, you guys are always on your boxers, eh? Sometimes just
Lala bila. Bebe, ufai kulala
just
nayo.
hata sijui utafanyaje. If you're living alone, just allow yourself to breathe, you know, sometimes. And please shave. Shave to avoid those bacteria from the
accumulating
hairs,
hair
you know,
hapo.
when you sweat and you have the hairs, it accumulates there. Alafu unaambia msichana wenyewe akupe
Oral.
Also, hapo
Oral.
shave, advise them what to use.
Oh yeah.
Tumie wembe.
tajikata. Yeah, just shave. Alafu just wash it well. Ndio hata time when you want to be given oral sex, the lady is willing.
And comfortable.
And
like,
it's not
Unaweza
all
fungua
about,
hivi bra.
Bana. Hey.
it's not all about satisfying
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lady
yeah,
for
yeah.
your
For your
own
own
good. Ndo yani
Yeah.
Hata
furaha
ukiwa msafi
mwenyewe.
wewe unakuanga na confidence fulani.
Yeah.
Ukitembea mahali hauko poa, unajua utakuwa zile za huyu anajua, huyu
Ama
amejua.
anajua
Yeah.
imemea.
Ama ameshuku.
Yeah,
ama
and
kitu
for
kama
ladies
hiyo.
too, down there doesn't smell like strawberry. It doesn't smell like cherry.
So do not put cherry
It
there.
doesn't smell like chocolate.
Yeah. And don't put strawberry there.
Yes. Usijaribu kwenda kununua sijui perfume sijui gani sijui what
You are
and
spraying.
start applying or spraying down there.
UTI.
You'll get
Kumama.
sick.
That's another.
Eat pineapples.
On
Eat
that point.
pineapples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that point again, down there it's not the mouth. Stop putting there like let me say-
Hao watu wana
yogurts. Because there are yogurts that you are cleaning or something like that. Stop doing that. You are messing up with your.
Actually, you're keeping healthy.
Yeah, you're
kitu
keeping healthy.
ingine
There's
ni
nothing like
these
that.
people who wenye watu wana masturbate, si kitu inafanyika. So kuna watu wanaweka vitu chafu. So kama mnajua Afrika njiwa nishaisoma kwa age ya kitanda hiyo chuma and I'm like iko na kutu eh. Hizo ni nunua basi kitu safi. Kutu na kutu. Tumia vitu safi. Tumia vitu safi. Vitu iko hii kitu inafanyika. Tumia kitu safi. Hiyo kikambe iko wapi?
On health, last, like, I'd like to comment again. I think both males and females, I think you should not be putting on like damp underwear.
Yeah.
Even bras. I
Especially
think
females.
even bras. You should just
And you should air them outside.
outside,
Kwa
not bafu ndani.
Outside.
Where the sun rays like zinazipata.
Just take care of
Utaletea, like,
yourself.
man.
Mostly remember to go to hospital and get checked for both men and women. Secondly, women also UTIs and also men.
And fungal.
And don't just ati nilitumia choo chafu. I just used dirty toilets.
Any infections are tao.
Watu si wajinga bwana.
Pia kitu kingine ni hizi public toilets. Jaribu kabisa kuavoid kwenda hizi, ama kama unaenda, most of the people wanawaka around hao wanasoma mali kuna hizo seats za afadhali utafute ile ya kuinama. Juu ya kukaa ujini watu wangapi kwa hiyo building wanakalia ofisi, watu ofisi unaelewa. Try as much as kama enda hii ni habit. Unajifunza hadi unazoea.
Ikiwa mbaya
ndio unaenda.
Unaweka position. You put an angle.
Unatafuta angle. You look for an angle. Make sure you're flexible enough. Bora tu your ass doesn't touch that plate or that bowl
or it doesn't splash.
Splash
Or even kama unaenda public toilets, mwagilia maji kwanza uli flush.
Mpanguze the bowl na tissue kwanza.
Or you put some tissues around the bowl.
Exactly. Unatandika hivi tipi. Alafu you sit down. So just be cautious about your health. Get checked. Ukifeel any changes
In your body.
on your vagina, go get
checked.
It's not normal.
It's not.
So, and yeast infections for ladies, get checked for that. Get medications for that. Usi assume. And also for ladies, change your underwears
After 3 months.
when possible. Just change after 3 or whatever. Bora umechange. Usivae chupi moja for a year. Tafadhali.
Justice for the
Change. Men, wash your boxers. Yes. So,
and
they should,
fanya right thing.
I think they should know, like, unaona utamu una feel saa zile you're having sex. Saa zile utagonjeka ndio uchungu utafeel with the same intensity.
Na utakuwa peke yako.
And also something
na utakuwa unaungua.
else.
Tuseme kama uko na burning, tuseme unasusu, unasikia uchungu. Ama unasusu, unasikia. Do not try. Take care of yourself.
And something else, if a lady ukirealize uko na UTI, chukua mtu wako
sexual
mwende
partner.
hospitali. Si ati wewe mwenyewe ndio utitiwe, then
Utatritiwa,
nimepona.
Hata baki na arudishe. Itakuwa sako.
Na utashinda
So just be cautious about your health, as I've said that, and we'll continue saying that. Be cautious about your health. Don't take anything for granted at all. It's not an easy thing to be taking tablets. That thing sucks. It's not easy to be, inserting tablets over there because you have an UTI. It's not easy. So be cautious, take care of yourself, take care of your partners.
The
Because we love
partners
Take
them.
of each other.
Another question. I think we are going back here.
Okay, we have a question here. What inspired you to become involved in sex education?
Well, for me, to learn about my reproductive health.
Yeah.
That's it. For
Also
me.
you.
educate other people. Si tumesema hapa kitu ni communication, tuambie watu wengine wapass hiyo kitu tu watu wengine. So for me ni hivyo, communication.
I think for me, what inspired me is like I'd like to know more. I think there is a there is a lot that I don't know. I just want to know more. Like
Exploration.
Like let me say at my age right now, like I'd like to know how children view it, how teenagers view it, how I view it. You might think like at my age I can like there's some point I can see it, but my peers don't see it that way, and how older people view it, and how, let's say, have you ever thought of like maybe people in 90s, how do they have sex, like something like that? So like I'm just curious.
You're just curious
Like
about
yeah, I'm just curious, or something like maybe like you see our faces, we get old, so do even our sexual organs get old? And then if you are getting old with your partner,
Never thought of that.
if you're getting old with your partner, what happens? So I'm just curious.
Your curiosity is on another level. Or for me, I got into sex education or sexual reproductive health, majorly because first, of course, for me it was also curiosity. I really needed to know. Secondly, sipendi uongo.
Heavy on that.
Yes, I just want to know that when I'm getting into this, what am I getting into? What is expected of me, or what do I expect from someone else? And thirdly, I got into sexual reproductive health rights mostly to pass the info, to educate others, and to watch over our next generation.
Yeah.
Because our generation, sisi tukigrow, most of us never got the information that we have right now. Right now, ni sisi could dig deep in those Google, whatever platform, you learn. And as I learn, I want to also teach it to others, grow wakijua. And of course, to make it an open space. I love when people talk to me. They tell me, this is what I'm going through. I want to learn this and this. I'm ready to teach you if I know that is. So I am ready, not the act itself, but the information. I will pass the information with you. I'll share it with you and make sure that but the moment you get out of whatever room will be or any meeting that will be, you're contented with the information you have. So that's basically why I got into sexual reproductive health rights, and being an advocate of it, I really enjoy it. Especially when going to schools, you talk to students.
Yeah.
Wow. So nice. Students out here are going through a lot. Mtu anakuambia vile alifanywa sijui nini with the neighbor, the cousin, the uncle. And those stories, they're so traumatizing. So you try to help them and make them feel comfortable, learn more, and be confident about themselves. Yeah.
And another thing, tukimaliza hii topic, it's not up to us sisi wanne hapa ama our audiences, ama pia wewe take a step, ongelesha mtu about these things. Isikuwe tu unajua sio kila mtu ataona, tuseme atawatch podcast ajue nini inaendelea. Kuna watu uko nje hawajui anything. So kama unajua kitu, pass it to another person, huyo ataambia mse mwingine, and hivyo ndo tutamake our next generation a better place.
Let's go to next question. At least now you understand that we are doing this with a passion. It was just something that tunapitisha wakati.
with curiosity.
Another question is how can people navigate and establish boundaries within their relationship?
The story of consent, like permission. If I say no, I'm not doing this, it's a no. You can't tell me to do this when I don't want to do it.
I think we had mentioned most
that,
of them in the previous question, and we get to know that in every relationship you have to have that boundary. Ukikuwa na hiyo boundary, when you feel like someone is crossing it, when they're trying to manipulate you into doing something that you don't want, then that's not one to be with, or in one relationship to be in. So you,
and set hizi boundaries. Wewe kama mtu unafaa kwanza ujipende, jikubali vile uko, jipende enough for yourself. Isikwe mtu mwingine, usitake validation from other people. Tutaenda kumefanya yenye hao wanataka. But ukijipenda enough, utakuwa ni hii kitu na sitaki na sitafanya. Utakuwa serious na decisions zako. So it's about kujipenda kwanza ndo create hizo boundaries, mtu mwingine asikuje aingia.
And you should also designate when you need space.
Have goals and limits.
When you need space, ukisikia yenyewe hapa nayo the limit imefika limit, you need a chance to
breathe in,
rejuvenate yourself again. Mwambie tu my partner iko hivi na hivi.
Acha tu.
Iko hivi na hivi. At this moment I am not ready to do this. I just want to have some space for myself. Maybe you can pick up from like after a few days or something. Si lazima hizi vitu. Si lazima.
Well-being.
Si lazima. So yeah, we can move to another question. Nini? Oh, hey. Kumbe hadi ninasahau. How can people protect themselves from STIs? I think we have mentioned about sexual reproductive health. I can pick another one. We see which one. What are some resources or approaches for parents who may feel uncomfortable discussing sex with their children?
Hiyo tumeguzia kidogo. Tumesema hizo therapy, kanisa, shule pia wanafaa waingize kwa sisi sex education juu not all parents, actually a very small percentage wanakalishanga watoto chini. Obviously tunaongelea Afrika, achana wazungu au
unaweza kalisha mtoto na ujui kitu ya kusema.
Hata ujui kaanzia wapi.
And also I think the resources we can use to approach this that we haven't mentioned, you see this engagements, the activism that goes on about gender-based violence, about sexual reproductive health, menstrual hygiene. Whenever it happens, if it's your county, your town, your city, if you're invited and you're a teenager, a young adult, an adult, or a youth, tag your parent along. Akikataa, tafuta njia ya kumwambia it's something. Tafuta tu muende na yeye. Akikataa pia, just go, learn something, come and try and ask. Uone kama ata open up, akuambie.
They want, let me tell you.
Of course, kuna vile ata beat around the bush, but kuna information yenye ata pass in directly. For African parents, especially Kenyans, utabit tu, lakini tutafika kwa hiyo point. So just learn to tag along your parent. Hata kama nika conference kana happen mahali, tell your parent about it. You can tag them along. Ama learn, kuja ulize and see their perception about it. I think that will
and push. Let me say the last one, like it's a digital world right now, so you can like send the information to your friends, to your parents, to your relatives. You can just send the links. Of course, when you send a sexual education topic to, let's say, your auntie or your mother, maybe she won't respond like hii kitu ni poa ama hii kitu inakueducate ama kitu kama hiyo, but atakuwa amepata information. So just digitalize it and just let them know.
And to our last question.
second last.
Okay, and to our second last question. Some emerging trends or challenges in the sex education.
Some emerging trends, challenges. Tunaweza sema pornography.
Hiyo ni challenge kubwa. Hiyo ni challenge kubwa.
LGBTQ pia yuko kwa.
I think pornography is a challenge. It gives you a different perception. And when you come to real life, as I said before, you're expecting a whole lot of I don't know what.
There are some
Yeah.
people who can
Then
factorize.
you've given a bombshell. It's not happening the way you had
want
seen it
it.
and you are
there.
disappointed.
It's a challenge. It's a very big one. Another challenge I think we face in sex education is technology. We think or we believe that our kids cannot access this information,
Hey, they
but
can.
they do. Especially right now where you find a kid in class, not even class, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old
With
has a
the
tablet,
tablets.
has an iPhone, has all these phones, and they have data, Wi-Fi
they are
in the
not
house
restricted.
24/7. They're not restricted. Their parents have just given out the phone without any restrictions on their Google or any search engine that they use. They access any information. So by the time unadhani your kid is very pure at heart, pure in mind,
Yeah.
pure in everything,
He is
they're not
damaged.
pure.
Anakugeukia, yeah.
They are not pure. So I think a challenge is that technology. We assume a lot that only youths that have phones
Access
or
to all
they've gone to
this.
school in universities, even high schoolers, most of the parents assume the high schoolers a lot. They think just
these
because your kid is in a boarding school somewhere,
She's very innocent.
In a all female,
all female, all
school,
male school,
that they are okay. Nowadays,
they are not. The moment they come back out here and get that technology, even they have computers in school.
Hata wako na
Mwalimu wa
simu.
kompyuta akisonga tu hivi kidogo, yeye ameingia kwingine.
Hata wako na masimu. Hata a large percent of high schoolers sahi wako na
Exactly.
simu. Na wana access anything.
And we really don't talk about that. And the fact that we assume is what affects us most. You find that kids or teenagers have early pregnancies. Even we as adults, you get pregnant without knowing.
Unexpectedly.
Now for the teenagers, tuna assume it just happened because someone used the kid. Already alikuwa anajua there's something like that.
She or he has been learning.
Yeah, and
since.
most of them are doing it because of the curiosity that they have. Ukishaingizwa tu umedekezwa, umeongeleshwa kidogo, maneno matamu
Chipo hivi tubajia.
nikakununulia chipo kabajia pale ka sausage kwanza sasa ni 70 bob, ka smoky sasa ni 40. Unaingia box, then they indulge in that, and parents just think, you know what, the man ndio alikuwa on the wrong.
No.
Sometimes they just want to try it out and know.
Ama sahi the parent is just assuming the anafunzwa shule. Amefundishwa shule, like amefika teenager, umefundishwa shule.
All the burden is put
Alafu
on the
ukiulizwa,
teachers.
kwanza me when I was in high school we had a subject sijui ilikuwa inajiita HIV something. HIV and AIDS something. HIV and AIDS does not teach you about sexual hygiene, sex whatever, anything about sex. Inakufundisha tu venye AIDS inapatikana, AIDS inaenda like prevention, venye unafaa kujichunga after umepata AIDS, but it doesn't teach you like sex.
And another thing about sex education challenges ni hatuna resources enough ya kupass out information to other people. Kungekuwa na platforms vile tumesema kama hiyo ya shule wanafaa iwekwe kama subject, tukuwe na cheaper as in vitu kama niseme aje
but right now I think people are really trying. People are coming out as activists of sexual reproductive health. They're talking about it. Another challenge that I can mention is lots of girls, when they're in their menstrual or in their menstruation, sometimes there are people who can't access the products, the menstrual products. So they get into practicing sexual acts with people for them to get their menstrual products, the pads and everything. So that's a challenge too. I think when people don't have access to those products, it makes them vulnerable to sexual acts and everything. So I think we really need to talk more about menstrual hygiene here and make people understand where to get the products and make it available for them.
Ikuwe very much available.
Yes.
Ama ikuwe cheap ikienda sana.
And also like their parents, like we can say like our parents, their parents like would let me say, if I'm a firstborn in a certain family, you might find my mother hasn't finished giving birth. So she's still giving birth. I think my let me say my little sister, she'll be brought up with my mother, and my mother doesn't have the sex education part, so she won't be teaching her. I think we should we should come up with a mechanism to teach parents how to teach their children about sex education.
With that, si wazazi wote wanajua hivi vitu, si wazazi wote. So pia hawa pia wanafaa educatiwe, ndio pia wa educate watoto,
ndio wajue venye wanaambia mtoto mdogo hivi na hivi.
Yeah, and the worst challenge or the overall challenge that people face is fear.
Fear.
Yes. People are afraid to talk about sex. People are afraid to talk about sexual reproductive health. People are afraid to mention it. People are afraid to face people and tell them, you know what, you're doing this wrong. You're saying the wrong information. You're not telling me what I want. You're not telling me what I want to know. People are afraid to speak it out. You just find yourself in a situation where you need to do the act, but you know nothing about it. It's not bad not knowing. You can learn in the process, but wacha kuogopa. Sema, you know what, I don't know that.
Nifunze.
With all this, I have never tried it. It's my first time. I just talk about it. Sema, uliza. Trust me, when you open up and say it or speak it out, it will, mtu hata anaona yenyewe you want to learn. You want to know. Hey, usifike tu hapo unajifanya bazoo, as we say. You behave like you know it all. Exactly. You behave like you know it all. No, hata sisi there are things that we don't know. You are never born knowing everything. It's a learning process. So stop being in fear of speaking out and saying what you want to know and what you want to hear. Alafu another fear is you have the knowledge, you know, but you're not ready to share because you're afraid of how people are going to think about you. No. So yes, they'll judge you, but are they saints? No. Hata hao kuna vitu zenye wanajua na wamefanya na wanataka kujifanya wajui wazuri sana. Yeah, so the fear. I know it's not easy for someone to come out boldly and start speaking at anywhere ati unasema sema tu. But try as much as possible to pass the information. Ukikaa tu hivi mahali na usikie mtu anasema kitu and you feel it's not correct,
ingilia na correct.
Just stand out and just tell that person, you know what? Yes, umesema hivi, but I think inafaa kuwa hivi. This is the right way. Lakini pia usisimame hapo kwa mwambie, unadanganya. Unasema uongo. Just approach it in a good way. Know how to tell this person the right information. And it will really help. It will really help passing out the sex education. Because we are here to help each other. We are here for each other. We are all human. Hawezi sema ati sasa kwa sababu yeye anajua kila kitu acha kae na uko na mashida zake. Hata yeye kuna vitu ajui. Kama ni aje. Yeah, so to our last question, and I really hope we are done. I hope this one yenye tumesha cover. I really hope so. What are some potential risks and benefits associated with technology and digital spaces in relation sexuality? I think mention
expectations high.
Mention that.
Our pornography hour.
You really said on that.
It's true. How unaenda
ati perform utazunguka ukitafuta mwenye ana perform
na utakuwa wasted.
And when you look the benefits is that you can find information, but now make sure that the information you get on those websites or everything, they're the correct information. If you're not sure if they're correct or not, umesoma, confirm it with someone.
Hata with books.
Even with books. Google whatever you do, just unajua everyone has different aspects. Technology, kila mtu ako na website yake. They can post anything because of the money. So whenever you read something there, confirm, do your research. I think that's where most of the people get information, because si kila time utakutana na mtu anakupa information. So do your research, make sure you have the right information. Usibebe uongo. Usibebe uongo. Usibebe uongo. I think that's one benefit about technology. You get your information first hand, and wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you're doing, you'll always have that information with technology. Yeah. I think we can wrap it up there. Ama kuna mtu ako na kitu ina ban anataka kusema.
Like in as much as like technology, like let's say we said it's a bad thing, like expose like watu wadogo many before time. It's also a good thing. It's a platform for everybody to learn anything that they want. So like unaweza learn the positive things, the positive sides of everything that about sexual education, sexual hygiene, about sex. You can learn the positive things about it. Na itakusaidia.
Yeah, I mean, we are here talking to you guys. This technology,
and
we are passing the information we have, right? And
so kuna kitu tumesahau, ile sexual ties. You want to say something about
soul ties,
yeah.
Yeah, to our viewers, comment down below. Comment down below. Do you believe in soul ties? For sure, I do. I do believe in them. I do believe that whenever you engage in sexual activity or sex with anyone, it involves your mind, your body, your spirituality. And hapa kwa mind and spirituality, we have a lot that goes on.
Yeah.
You know? So uki have sex with multiple people wherever you are. I know they are sex workers, I'm not condemning them, but you're just there having sex with people. You're carrying someone else's demons. I call them demons, like literally. You're carrying someone else's demons into your life and you don't know what was the purpose. Trust me, the devil right now is using relationships to steal your destiny, and I'll always tell people that. To steal your destiny. Because tell me, you find that when you engage in sexual activity with a lot of people, you'll find yourself traumatized for no reason. Why are you traumatized? Because you have a lot going on. You have a lot of spirits fighting within you that you really don't know. You're fighting battles that you don't even know. You see? Yeah, you're really fighting battles in there. I don't know, but for me, I really believe in that. So, our viewers, commentini hapo chini tuone. Just tell us more if your views on soul ties and everything, how you view. Is it spiritual?
If you believe in them.
If you believe in them. For me, I find, mi sitaki. Demons za watu msibebe. Ulikuwa unafaa kufanya kitu fulani lakini anakufungia.
Ukweli, unapata ukikuwa na mtu manooks left right center, ukimwacha maisha yako inakuwa sawa.
That happens. So
unakuwa mtu nooks kila mahali.
Yeah, you find that you're always this happy soul, but now things start changing. You're moody, hata ujui unakasirikia nini. Enyewe unakasirika nini?
Shetani ya mtu.
Yeah, but pray. Yeah. Above all,
pray.
I don't know, but I believe in that. So just pray about it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed it. Did you?
Yeah, we did.
I hope you'll see us next. We will have another episode. We are yet to discuss more. So whenever you see me here, hot stuff. Yeah. Bye guys. It was nice hanging out with you. See you next time.
Bye.